Janice, are you there?
At your service, sir.
Enter the manosphere.
Of course. How can I assist you today?
Give me some of that dating foolishness.
Will do, sir.
What up, everybody? I am the Mademoiselle, and this is my channel. Welcome to another video. Of course, we got another reaction for y'all. But this one's gonna be pretty interesting, okay? We're gonna be reacting to a woman telling us why American men have become passport bros. And boy, oh boy, I can't wait because I know I got a lot of shit to talk, all right?
Welcome to Manosphere Highlights Daily. Shout out to Mr. David. This is his message. What up, MHD? You have to check this hyena out. She has all the classics of the modern day hyena, and she is pure gold. She tries to speak against the passport bros, against a well-looking 9 out of 10 looking woman. This is right on the money. Title is The American Men Are Leaving Y'all. White Pick Me educates us on passport bros. Here's the link. This one needs to be passed around. This is exactly why the passport bros exist. Big props. Mr. David, thank you for your message. Salute! This video is embarrassing for both sisters and brothers to watch. However, it's exactly the kind of video that brothers need to see to equip themselves with the knowledge necessary to protect against the foolishness you're about to witness. So buckle up, let's get it. Now it's time for us to get into this and do what we gotta do. Because we men, ain't we? We men, ain't we?
I'm going to talk about why men leave the US to find traditional wives. It's not only because they want traditional wives. There is a little bit more to that. Stay tuned to find out. I know we always talk about what and how women think about the passport bro movement, but there's really more to it than a man just wanting to leave the country trying to find a traditional wife.
Where the is from? Who the sponsored her ass to come to the US? And why the is she putting her mouth in affairs? Got me out here stuttering and shit. This is the thing. I don't have any problem with anyone giving their opinions about anything, okay? I get paid to do this shit, right? But I have a problem with women in particular that go into these topics and into these male-dominated spaces and try to be what you guys call pick-me's and be like, well, this is why the men are leaving y'all. This is why they go into other countries and they want to be passport bros. I don't even know where that accent came from, but y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Who the got your ass into the US, and why do you feel like you gotta keep sucking this much? Hey yo, ain't nobody asked your unseasoned casserole ass none of this. Well, I'm already getting upset. I ain't even hear what the fuck she said, because I already know she gonna say some gaga.
What an interesting first reaction she has here. She already lost. Can't take her seriously. What I've learned about YouTube and returning subscribers is that they relate not only with the content, but also with the content creator. Subscribers come back because they like your style, your energy, and of course, your view on the subject at hand. This woman comes out cursing like a sailor and disrespects the content creator she's reacting to. This is an indication that this is what her subscribers appreciate and tune in for, which is embarrassing if you're looking to educate yourself on this subject. You guys know I'm not a fan of women in this space, but you guys also know that there is a use for women in this space because people respond differently to the message delivered by a woman. In this case, this content creator is a woman from Germany, married to a black passport bro for 14 years. This means she possesses a level of experience that most sisters and brothers don't have. So before you blast her, especially if you plan to react to her video, it's a good idea to first listen to what she has to say so you can have a reaction that actually brings some value to your subscribers.
One main thing that men get introduced to the moment they touch down in another country, which is their worth. They get to realize that they can actually be themselves, don't have to make 6 figures, don't have to be all of these things that come up on a woman's checklist to deserve a traditional, submissive, respectful wife.
No. Oh, no de Dieu. No What we're not gonna do is blame women for having standards. What we're not gonna do is allow men to get away with being mediocre. What we're not gonna do is sit here and blame women for literally making men live up to being a grown, legitimate, fully functioning adult.
Uh-oh. You have to be careful with your mouth, young lady. Sisters have to be careful saying stuff like making men live up to being a grown, legitimate, fully functioning adult. Oh my goodness. She's clearly ignorant. I'll come back to this later because it's obvious this woman is going to destroy your brain cells and wants you to remain ignorant. So keep this sentence in mind. I'll be back. Now, where did this woman from Germany blame women for having standards? Where did she say men are allowed to be mediocre? Stop disrespecting these foreign women. It's about unrealistic standards. That's what she was talking about.
If the women can live up to these standards and do it for themselves, why the fuck can't these men do it for themselves? Not even to get a partner. You're telling me it's a problem that women are literally putting their foots on men's neck and making them be better, and instead of them being better, they just choose to run to other countries and make y'all suffer because y'all be suffering. Y'all watch 90 Day Fiance? Mwah, go watch it.
90 Day Fiance?
90 Day Fiance is full of suffering foreign women. So it's very interesting that she's coming here talking about some, oh, well, yeah, you know, the American men are going to foreign markets because, you know, they could be themselves. They don't have to make the 6 figures, da, da, da. Yeah, more than likely because you can survive on like 50 cents in a lot of fucking countries. Okay, yeah, clearly not really 50 cents. But in America, honey, you have to make real money. Okay, you have to make a real money. Okay, you have to make real money here. Okay, for ufekoba. Bisitla. You gotta be able to literally make legitimate money here in order to survive, in order to breathe, in order to blink, in order to actually be in existence. Okay, and in a lot of other countries, you don't have to make 6 figures because literally you can live off of way less money. That's why they're sitting there, they're going over there and they're conning your asses.
90 Day Fiance? Really? Don't lead with that. Like I always say, context is everything. Don't use 90 Day Fiance in this context. The foolishness. Respond to the video. Let me give you an example. Average salary by state in 2023. Average annual salary nationwide. $59,428. This means a man with a 6-figure income is not the norm. Let's take it a step further. $100,000 incomes by gender. 70% of all men earn over $100,000 per year, compared to only 8.4% of women. So if a woman's standard is for a man to make 6 figures, she dismissed 83% of men. And we're not even talking about the brothers. Now let's drop the bomb on these women with these unrealistic expectations. Check this out.
Here's my question. Do you make $100,000?
No, I don't make $100,000.
So now what?
I don't think it's a requirement for me to make $100,000 just to have a man that makes $100,000.
Oh wow!
But what about the men who want a woman who makes $100,000? You won't be in their category.
And I wouldn't be the woman for them. I wouldn't be for them. That's
perfectly okay.
This is pure gold. It's these brokies who also feel entitled to a 6-figure man. You see the shock on their faces when this woman said that she does not require to make 6 figures to have a man who makes 6 figures. This is the attitude that makes these men pack up and run! Get to the chopper! You don't need a 6-figure income to be appreciated in foreign countries. That's facts. And this woman is from Germany. The dollar doesn't go as far as in Colombia or Thailand. 90 Day Fiance. You don't need 6 figures to survive in the US. You're not gonna live a luxury lifestyle if that's what you're looking for. But since when is a luxury lifestyle the norm? That's what she's saying, man. An average guy with an average income can have a traditional, submissive, respectful wife. Listen before you react.
It's just like when I talked about how a lot of older men try to go to younger women because they don't know any better. A lot of you foreign women don't know any better. And for whatever reason, you're accepting lower standards from these subpar ass men. And now you're trying to come on the internet like, well, yeah, you know, they feel like they could be themselves. If themselves is them not making enough money or not getting enough education or literally not taking care of themselves, washing their own asses, and then they expect us to submit to them, get mama. Okay, and let me just say, I got a man. I love my man. My man makes more than me. My man takes care of me. He takes care of everything.
I'm not gonna hate. No. Brother, congratulations. Consider yourself lucky with your girlfriend who's doing a great job representing you right here on YouTube. But notice that the first thing she mentioned about you is that you make more money than her. Keep this in mind, fellas. Let's continue.
I love my dad. I love my male mentors, and none of them fall under this category. But I can also acknowledge that a lot of men, okay, especially American men, especially black men, ain't shit and they basura. Okay, a lot of these men, like, they're not living up to any goddamn standard. And most men that I know that are good men can also say that. Like, and if for whatever reason you could watch this video and you're a man, you could be like, oh nah, it's not the men, it's the woman. There's something wrong with your ass. Because you can't tell me that these men ain't dropping the ball. Pop poisson menos.
There she goes again, just running her mouth. I know sisters love to hear that brothers ain't shit, but that's not true, at least for the people that have realistic expectations. Check this out. Single black millennials. Yes, women are more educated, but there are just as many single black men making 50K and higher. Janice, read.
Here at blackdemographics.com we have recently and frequently been asked about statistics regarding single black men and women and availability. There seems to be disagreements on social media about the availability, education of single black men compared to women. So we decided to look into it. This is our first installment of what we believe to be several regarding data about African American singles.
Hold up, Janice. Disagreement comes from women listening to the foolishness spewed by ignorant people like this woman without any data and statistics to confirm her arguments. So what we do right here is what people do when they value credibility. Janice, continue.
We analyzed data from the Census ACS Public Use Microdata Sample or PUMS from 2019, the latest data available. The hard truth is that there are simply more black women than men. According to these estimates, in 2019 there were 206,159 more single black women than black men ages 25 to 40. However, among higher-income single black millennials there were just as many black men with mean or average incomes of $50,000 and above as black women in the same income range. This data sample did not include any salaries over $1 million.
Like I said before, this is gonna be an embarrassing video for the sisters. You outnumber your brothers in population, and you are more educated, although the degrees obtained are of limited career prospects. In other words, useless. This situation results in just as many black men with mean or average incomes of $50,000 and above as black women in the same income range. Additionally, it's noteworthy that black women carry the highest student loan debt. Janice, read.
Black women own a disproportionate amount of the $1.6 trillion federal student debt total, with higher debt averages than any other demographic. These melanated and highly educated black women have 43% more undergraduate debt than their white women counterparts.
Are you sure sisters ain't dropping the ball? We're not even talking about how sisters spend their money. And to make things worse, sisters are voted the most undesirable women to date. Damn! It's the sisters who should be dating out because they outnumber the brothers. But the sisters have trouble dating outside their race because attraction is not a choice. If sisters were all that and a bag of chips, sisters would be massively dating outside of their race. And we would have a different conversation here. We did a book review of the book How to Be Irresistible to White Men, Dating Secrets of Asian Women, Black Women Who Swirl Should Know by Lisa Marble. In this book, she confirmed everything we've been saying forever. Check this out.
Finally, and I cannot stress this enough, if you want to attract and date white men, you have to ditch the drama. When men think about dating Asian women, they're not worrying that she will have baby daddy drama or oppose everything they say just for the sake of it.
This is exactly what this woman is doing. Oppose everything just for the sake of it. Feel good Kool-Aid. Sisters don't have the best reputation, and sisters are perpetuating the negative stereotypes. Let's take it a step further.
It's not just about flirting, Lisa. If you want to be attractive to men, you've got to figure out what he finds attractive and become that. Her words stung, and I could feel myself recoiling and instantly rebelling against her advice.
This is exactly why sisters and women in general attack foreign women when they date these passport bros, because these women are willing to do the things that these modern Western women are not willing to do, which is perceived as a direct attack because it makes Western women look bad. This video says it all. How much proof do you need? And I told you to remember this line: making men live up to being a grown, legitimate, fully functioning adult. We've shown this footage in another video and we'll show it again.
And those in the most trouble, he says, are working class and African American boys and men.
Before, it used to be you graduated high school, goodbye, you're on your own. A lot of people said, hey, you're out of my house, or it's time for you to go. But we're understanding now that those supports need to continue.
Many of America's black youth cannot read or do math, and that imperils us all. Black boys in crisis, they aren't reading, or data exclusive. 75% of black California boys don't meet state reading standards. These articles reveal a lot about their upbringing and how it affects girls differently from boys. Mothers raise their sons differently than their daughters. These single mothers take credit when their sons go to the NBA, but they blame their fathers when their sons go to prison. We've seen what happens when women are held accountable. Are you sure sisters ain't dropping the ball? You have the most significant influence on your children, but take the smallest, negligible amount of accountability when they don't turn out to be successful. This is freaking embarrassing. F out of here, the foolishness.
So what you have to understand is that these men come to these countries and receive all the generosity, the positive energy, and this love from these feminine, beautiful women. And also, ladies, I have to tell you that a woman's femininity is never based on a man's income. Either you are feminine, you know your role in the relationship, and you know how to treat a man, or you don't. Because at the end of the day, a man can have all the money in the world. If his wife is not feminine, she will always find a way to disrespect him.
This is the problem that a lot of y'all mush mouth ass are not understanding, right?
Is this supposed to be funny? Because it's not. It's freaking embarrassing. You're only proving these passport bros right.
I don't understand. Yes, your femininity should not depend on how much money he makes. However, my comfortability depends on how much my household is making and how good of a life I can live. And if I'm not comfortable, if I'm not making money, if I'm not taken care of, if we're both broke, I'm not going to be soft and feminine and happy. At the end of the day, most black people grew up broke. A lot of black people don't got trust funds. A lot of black people don't have security. A lot of black people don't have the sense of comfort. And then you mix it with the fact that a lot of us are forced to see toxic relationships and then reciprocate that same behavior in our own lives. And then we get with a lot of these men that don't have shit to offer. I need to understand, where you think we're gonna be talking like this and being all nice and soft and feminine to them when they can only offer you like $40,000 to $50,000 a year and a bunch of lip service and a bunch of cheating, a lot of toxicity, a lot of bullshit. Like, it's like, y'all don't make sense. It's very strange. And then on top of that, I gotta work over 60 hours to make something too. So he gotta work 60 hours, I gotta work 60 hours, and then I got kids. Y'all just be talking a bunch of caca and y'all white privilege at that. Shut the f up.
Femininity doesn't mean you have to agree with everything your man says, nor are you not allowed to get angry when you're frustrated. However, it doesn't give you a pass for being disrespectful or lacking the ability to handle the situation with class.
That being said, if you are broke and I choose to deal with you, I will belittle you. It is what it is. and I reserve the right to do that.
The fact that women perceive this as normal behavior and believe they have the right to belittle a man when he is broke or makes less money than her says a lot about their values. Men don't have to accept that. Sisters truly believe that belittling men will inspire and motivate them to become better. Passport bros are the embodiment of the law of cause and effect. Sisters are the first ones to say men ain't shit. So why do you get mad at men you don't want in the first place when they go where they are appreciated? You can't make this stuff up.
I'm trying to be, okay, I'm not even trying to be respectful. I already had smoke for this lady because it's just like, why? This is why I always say there's no such thing as women empowerment. As much as I try to go to these women empowerment events and I speak at these women empowerment events, and I would love for there to be women empowerment, it doesn't exist because one, we're all individuals and I think that's okay and I think that's needed. Two, there's women like this that just really don't have fucking brain cells. And three, I feel like it's just an oxymoron, women and empowerment. Like, let's just be fucking for real. Since the dawn of time, they pit women against each other, and I just don't feel like it's possible in this age and time. Maybe my great grandkids can handle that shit. Comment down below if you agree. I just don't believe it. Like, I love the idea of it. I try to champion it, and I will always try to, but it's just like I don't think it exists because women are always going to be jealous of each other. Women are always going to try to get the attention of men to try to make themselves seem like they're better than something, and then women are always going to fucking make dumbass videos like this. Like, what the hell was that clip about? Could someone explain to me what that was trying to show, please? Because maybe I missed the point.
Manosphere, we working. Protect yourself at all times. This video has officially been highlighted.